Hey everybody, it's Christian Pedersen here with San Diego Prep Insider. Football camp has officially opened, and did you know that we have a new division in San Diego high school football to talk about this year? It's the 5AA division. You're probably saying, what? What does that even mean? I thought it goes 1, 2, 3, open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not anymore. It now goes divisions 1 through 5, 5AA, and then 6. Division 6 is 8-man football. So what is 5AA? 5AA is the perfect opportunity for CIF to continue its mission of competitive balance and take the schools that are trying, like the Rock Academy, to move up from 8-man to 11-man, and some of the schools that are playing in that Division 5 bracket, but maybe perennially are falling short, because as we have seen with some of the recent Division 5 champions, Palo Verde was there not too recently. Now they're in Division 3. Mission Bay was in a D5 championship game. Now they're moving up. Like the D5 champions the last couple of years have been really talented teams. And not to say that 5AA isn't talented teams, but 5AA is now becoming an opportunity for teams to not just be happy with, we made it to the playoffs. Not just be happy with, we got a couple of league wins. We're stuck in something that's just not allowing us to do greatness. 5AA is a chance for teams to right the ship, write some history, and get moving forward as a football program. So who's in 5AA? It's O'Farrell Charter, Holtville, Army-Navy, Mountain Empire, Calipatria, Maranatha Christian, Tri-City Christian, Rock Academy. This is comprised of Holtville moving down from D4 to 5AA. O'Farrell, Army-Navy, Mountain Empire, Calipatria, Maranatha, Tri-City are all last year were D5 teams. And then, like I said, Rock Academy, welcome to the big leagues, moving up from 8-man to 11-man. Of these 8 teams, 6 will end up moving on to the playoffs. Of those 6, 1 will be crowned a champion. Maybe it's a little too early to be sitting here saying, this is the team that I like, but you know what? We like stumbling into it here at Prep Insider. And I think based off of kind of looking at schedules, looking at returning players, looking at depths of talent, the 2 teams that I am most intrigued by in this division are the Army-Navy Academy and the Rock Academy. Kind of coming at it from different reasons. Army-Navy has had standout talent at individual type positions the last couple years, but just has had schedules that, given how big and how deep their team is and isn't, they have not been able to sustain the kind of winning that sometimes it takes in a regular season for you to figure it out in the postseason. They seem to me to be the obvious candidate of all of these teams that, this fits perfectly for them to get a 5AA championship, use that as a springboard into being competitive in D5, and so on and so on and so forth. Coming at that from the opposite end of the spectrum, Rock Academy seems like the other logical choice, because they've been kicking absolute butt in Division 6. As an 8-man program, Rock Academy has been the kind, like Lincoln is to open kind of dominant. They have been a very strong force in that 8-man. And yeah, it's a couple extra dudes up front. Game might be a little bit bigger. Game might be a little bit faster. But to me, Rock Academy comes into this with the credentials of their skill position players know how to play football at a high level. They know how to execute in the playoffs. They know how to sustain over the course of the season. All the things that you kind of check the box going, I like that in terms of a winning team. That being said, this is still considered for me the widest open, because it's the most unknown of all the fields. So please, the other 6 teams in this bracket, do not hear this as I am trying to say it's gonna be Army-Navy versus the Rock, due for a showdown in the playoffs. They're just the 2 that I like their credentials the most coming into it. I will be also, though, really curious with some of these other teams if doing this model of competitive balance pays off the way that we have seen in some of these other sports. Last year with girls lacrosse, they opened it up into Division 3, and immediately we saw San Ysidro and El Cap, 2 teams that would have never necessarily made a D2 championship, move down to D3. They meet in the finals, and something great happens there. So O'Farrell, they're on their 5th year as a program. They started a ton of freshmen and sophomores last year. They had to kind of rebuild the whole offensive philosophy from the ground up. And they have perennially been stuck in league is really tough. We got to take a lot of hard L's and try and convince our kids to hang with us. This could be the exact opportunity that O'Farrell has been waiting for to pounce and say, look, we're going to now start sustaining the winning. We've had the kids take the hard L's, learn the hard way, and now we're going to get it going. Mountain Empire is another school that has always seemed to, they got to travel a ton for the non-league schedule and take a couple hard losses just because that's only who they could get on their schedule. This seems like maybe this opens them up for another. You see where I'm going with this? You can start to go down the list and figure out that this is going to be a wide open. But that being said, I will close this all with saying right now, since we are still in the preseason, let's say bombastic and ridiculous things. I'll go ahead and go out on a limb and say that my crystal ball predicts that this race is between Army, Navy, and the Rock Academy, as I said, coming at it from the complete different angles of both of these teams seem poised to break out for a championship year, and I think would be a fun championship game to do that dance all season long. That being said, I want to know from you guys, who do you think we're sleeping on? Who are some players that you think in this bracket or in the teams in this division could be a lot of fun to watch? We will keep you guys updated all season long. So make sure you follow us on YouTube at San Diego Prep Insider or all of the social medias so you never miss an update on the 5AA football season. Happy football, everybody.